Hello, YouTube friends. Wow, long time no talk. It has been a minute and I have no good excuses aside from construction, people in our house all day, every day, our next door neighbor's construction, traveling, holidays. It's some part real, some part just me making excuses. But anyway, enough of that. I wanted to come back to YouTube today to talk about skin. Skin is a very personal topic. I'm personally very emotional when my skin is not good or up to the standards that I want it to be. And in October, I transitioned off of Proactiv and onto an entirely new system. I had been on Proactiv for 15 years, which is a long time to be on any kind of skincare routine in the first place. And I loved it when I was on it because I really had very few breakouts and my skin was very predictable. But I got to a point where my skin was just looking dull and I was getting little breakouts in places that I normally don't get them, like my forehead. I will always probably get hormonal acne on my chin, and that's something that I'm learning to live with and work with. But things like on my forehead or a cheek or something, that's very uncharacteristic for my skin, and it started to happen with Proactiv. So I was like, I can't take this anymore, and my skin just doesn't look as healthy as it could look. Like, I would notice after a facial my skin looked amazing, which, okay, it always does after a facial, but I needed more of that in my day-to-day life. And also I really enjoyed the scent of the products when I get a facial, and I like that they're more natural, and so I wanted to switch off of that. So I officially decided to go off Proactiv in October. Again, this is after 15 years of using Proactiv, and I just walked into Sephora and I told them what was up and I said, please help me. I have oily, acne-prone skin in my T-zone, and I think it's fairly sensitive too, which is kind of crazy because Proactiv is harsh and it's very drying, which anyone who's tried knows that, but I've never used just Proactiv. I've always added other steps to it too, but that was my foundation. So I went into Sephora, I met a skin angel and she really helped me out, and I've been using a different system, all different products, since October. And not only do I like the way that my skin looks, but I also enjoy all of the products. It feels nice to put on. It's an enjoyable experience. So I'm gonna walk you through those steps in just a second, but the transition actually wasn't that terrible because I feel like my skin had already gotten worse before I transitioned off Proactiv. And I know some people have a really hard time, and that's what prevented me from getting off Proactiv for so long, is because I was terrified what was going to happen when I stopped. But throughout the past couple years, I've swapped in different cleansers, swapped in different toners, and so I felt pretty confident that my skin would be okay with changing the cleanser and the toner. I got a little nervous more for step 3, which is the repairing lotion, because I need something that is going to prevent and kill the acne before it starts. So I didn't know what a good step was, but I found my transition to be very easy. But at the same time, I'm still on hormonal birth control and I still get facials every 4 to 6 weeks. So I had some help in this period of time. But let's dive into what I am currently using and love. So first step, when you take off your makeup, I really love this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. It's just very simple. It's not harsh. There's no scent. It feels great on the skin and it really removes like your makeup. And this is a first step that I do at night when I wash my face. And also sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I tend to sweat overnight. It's pretty hot. So I'll use this in the morning too when I know that I have was disgusting overnight. Okay, you know, whatever, it happens. And then for cleanser, I was using the Fresh Soy Cleanser, which I love, but I ran out of it and I actually happened to go to the Glossier storefront. So I've been using the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser as my first step, or technically second step, but my cleansing step, morning and night. And then every other day, in addition to that cleanser, I use an exfoliant, which is this Peter Thomas Roth Firm Peeling Gel Exfoliant. And it has pineapple, pomegranate, keratinase, enzymes, and cellulose. But anyway, you put it on your fingertips and you roll it onto your skin, and the dead skin on your face actually rolls off in little clumps. It's extremely satisfying if you're into things like that. I happen to be into things like that. So I use this every other night or every 3 nights after my cleanser. Then you dry, and in the morning I take this Indie Lee CoQ10 toner. I am obsessed with this. It smells amazing. It kind of reminds me of my grandpa, and there's something about the smell that I really love. Also, it works really well. So in the morning, I just spritz it on my face to add moisture. And then at night, I put on a cotton circle, and then I do a mixture of wiping and patting. I don't know which one I'm supposed to do, so I just kind of do a mix of both. And I find that this really does that last little bit of cleaning off anything else that's on your skin at night. And then in the morning, it's just moisturizing and it feels great. So in the morning, my step after that is this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Brightening Cream. This has been a go-to for a while now. Obsessed with this. So I put that on, and then I put this Lumine Velo Serum on, which is a mix of vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. I got a sample of this at BeautyCon a year or 2 ago, and it smells kind of like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So it just smells amazing and it feels great to put on, and I feel like it really adds that glow. So highly recommend. This is now available at Target, so run to Target. Just ran out of space on the card, had to go delete something, so if the frame isn't exactly the same, that's why. Okay, so at night, the serum I use is Caudalie Vino Pure, and this is a salicylic serum. This just helps kill bacteria and is really important if you have acne prone skin. Also, this is my 2nd bottle of this, so clearly I love it. I really think it helps. After that, we moisturize morning and night, and I am obsessed, I don't know why I keep saying it like that, with Biossance Squalene and Probiotic Gel Moisturizer. This is all natural, vegan. Does it even smell? Smells really nice and light and fresh, but it gives your skin such a glow. Honestly, you put this on and you look like you just got a facial. This is also my 2nd jar. I am really into this brand and want to try more of their products, so pick this up. And then last but not least, every single morning, you got to do the sunscreen. You have to. So this is Algenist Sublime Defense. It's super lightweight. You shake it like this, and then you put a little bit on your fingers. Oh look, she was ready to pop out. And it looks white at first, but you blend it in and it totally just melts right into your skin. And it's really lightweight. It goes really well under makeup. It doesn't smell like sunscreen. It just kind of smells like a lotion, and I love that. So that is my daily process, morning and night. And I showed you the swaps for morning versus night. And I've found that that routine really helps keep my skin nice and even. It's more moisturized than it was before, and I also just feel that it doesn't look as dull. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're a person like me who gets hormonal breakouts, chances are you're still just gonna get them. At least I am right now. And the hormonal breakouts for me are so deep within the skin that there's really nothing you can do. You really shouldn't pick at it. You shouldn't try to push it out of your skin. Trust me, been there, have scars, and you should just leave them alone, honestly, if you can. Oh my God, there's a drill next door. This next section is how to handle your breakouts. First, I'm gonna start with the hormonal kind, since that's my number one. If I get a breakout, that's what happens. So I actually have a spot, I don't know if you can see it. I have a spot here, which I have done a decent job of covering up, and it's getting flatter, but you know, it takes its sweet, sweet time. So I have a spot there that I've been treating for the last week. What you want to use for hormonal breakouts, because it's so deep within the skin, is actually sulfur. Not benzoyl peroxide, not salicylic acid. You want to use a sulfur treatment. So I use this Peter Thomas Roth sulfur mask. The recommendation is to put this on as a mask on your problem areas. I don't put it up here. I really just put it on kind of like this goatee, beardy area. And you put that on for 10 minutes, maybe a couple times a week. It just helps kill whatever is going on in there and helps prevent any further breakouts. But when you do have a little bump or whatever, I like to take this and use it as a spot treatment. So I just pop it on there. Even when I feel just a little bit of something popping up, yeah, I'm a little crazy, and maybe my stress is also inducing this because I'm in my head all the time. But this helps. This really actually helps. So I have this huge jar of it. It's gonna take a year plus, 2 years, whatever, 3 years, I don't know, to get through it. It smells like sulfur. I mean, there's no way around it. This has a 10% maximum strength sulfur. So this baby works. It really takes the pain away. That's like the first thing that it does. And then you'll see a reduction in size. I don't think I can live without this now. I'm gonna have to travel with it everywhere. This is why I have to check bags. Okay, my skincare. Now, there's a different kind of Breakout. Shoot, I forgot. Ow! Now, the other side of a Breakout is something more surface, like from sweating and working out all the time, or a little bacteria buildup on your pillow or something, AKA that's happened to me very recently, both of those things. And that is something that's super surface. You can see it, something is ready to just come out of there. And that I treat differently. So I'm a little hesitant to show you what I use for this because I feel like my facialist, Andrea, is gonna kill me for suggesting this. But anyway, it's your face, do what you want. I use these lancets, which are made for diabetics to prick their fingers. And it has this super tiny, tiny little needle. You need to create an opening for your blemish to pop out of. And it comes like this. You take the top off, and it's this extremely small, sterile needle. As you can see, I just buy these at CVS. And I only use it if something is like clearly in there, it's ready to come out, and there's just no opening for it. You just get it right in the center, and then with very clean tissued covered fingers, use the sides of your fingers and squeeze. I was just reading something where you should do 3 squeezes and no more. If nothing comes out after 3, nothing wants to come out. So you'd kind of like rotate it around the blemish to get everything out of it. Cool, I just stabbed myself in the hand with that. So, you know, be careful. And then on a spot like that, you know how they kind of just like ooze out overnight, and then you have a scab and you're like, cool, this scab is awesome. Can't wait to cover this up. I have something that fixes that. These Peace Out Acne spots. Stick a dot, heal a spot. This is the best for when you have a blemish that you've already opened and it's smaller, it's not a hormonal breakout, and it literally just pulls all of the gunk out of it overnight. So when you take it off, you have perfectly smooth skin and nothing is trying to ooze out of there, and you don't have a scab. Now, the Sephora ladies like to say that you could wear makeup over this. Oh honey, no, you cannot. You cannot wear makeup over this. I think it would just be better if you wanted to just like wear this plain on your skin out of the house. So these are for your smaller blemishes, and it helps pull out your gunk overnight. Do you love these official terms that I'm using? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, not really. The next part of transitioning off Proactiv and helping your skin out are just very small changes that you may not think about every single day, and they can make a huge difference for your skin. Number one, this is actually kind of an overall thing, but getting regular facials. I have a facialist who I love and I trust at Skin Worship in Beverly Hills. Andrea, she's amazing. She's an angel. She makes you feel so good about yourself when you're there, and she makes you feel like your breakouts can almost heal themselves. Just kind of like, just leave it alone and you feel better about it. Anyway, so regular facials are gonna help your skin overall. Number 2, for me, washing my hair regularly is something that I absolutely must do. I work out almost every single day, and if I'm like sweating and then I use dry shampoo and I have my hair down and I have product in it, that dirty hair, that product, that sweat buildup is still living on my scalp, and my product on my hair is still rubbing up against my face. And honestly, I think about that and it grosses me out. So I try not to go more than 2 or 3 days without washing my hair. And on the 3rd day, I pull it back into a tight bun so my dirty ass hair is not touching my face. Okay, that's a little hot tip. Number 3, wash your sheets and pillowcases once a week. I know this is hard to do. I would say in college, I think I washed my sheets twice a year. That's disgusting. Okay, my freshman year for sure, it was that long, but after that, maybe I got a little better. But anyway, wash your sheets once a week at least. I need to get another set so I have one to wash and one to wear, but that's neither here nor there. Number 4, use wipes or splash your face with water and, do a gentle wash immediately after a workout. Also, shower as soon as you can after working out. That's gonna help a whole other slew of issues as well, like chest acne, aka chacne, backne, yeast infections. Just shower after you work out. It's not that hard. All right, and number 5, which is the hardest, when your skin is freaking out, a lot of the times less is more. You just kind of have to leave it alone and let it take its course. It's so frustrating. I know how it feels. You feel hideous. You don't want to go out of your house. You don't want to socialize. You don't want to look at yourself in a mirror. I have been there, and I've been there very recently, and I just know how horrible that feels, but you have to trust that your skin is going to heal. Your blemishes are going to heal. Your open wounds on your face are going to heal. It's very hard, I know. That is my crash course in getting off Proactiv, at least what it's been like for me and the steps that I've taken that have helped. I would love to know what your skincare tips are for normal to combination to acne prone skin and hormonal breakouts. We're in this together. I feel like as soon as your skin gets used to one thing, something else pops up. So I'm sure I'll be back here updating you soon. And actually, the next step for me personally is to get off of hormonal birth control, not for baby reasons, but because I feel like I've been on them for way too long and my body is probably not happy with me about that. So I'm studying up on supplements and things that I need to do to get my skin ready for that, and I will let you know how that goes too. Anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I promise I'll be back in not as long as last time. God, please. Okay, anyway, ciao for now. Bye.